At the beginning of the film, we learn that 300 years have passed since the end of a global conflict known as World War. This war left the planet in ruins, and humanity has since struggled to rebuild. The story unfolds aboard a spaceship filled with people from various nations, who have been dumping their waste on Earth. One day, a scientist discovers something extraordinary in the trash, a unique robot, unlike any other. This robot is a perfect blend of human and machine. Intrigued, the scientist takes it home, repairs it flawlessly, and constructs a new body for it. The next day, the robot awakens, a female robot who is thrilled with her new form. She asks the scientist, "Who am I? How did I get here? Where did I come from?" The scientist, unsure of her origins, explains that her half-body was damaged when found, but her mind was intact. He reveals that a new human body has been attached to her. The scientist then shows her the world outside, a city called Sky City, the last remaining city after the World War. Sky City is a paradise, a place of peace and prosperity that everyone dreams of living in. However, only the upper class resides there, while the lower class struggles in the world below. The scientist names the robot Alita, and she is delighted with her new identity. He also explains that everyone in their world works for Sky City, which boasts numerous fields, industries, and factories. Soon, Alita meets a boy named Hugo, who is impressed by her strong robotic body. The two quickly become friends. However, their world is far from perfect. A serial killer is on the loose, targeting young girls and selling their body parts. One night, Alita notices the scientist returning home with blood-stained hands, leading her to suspect he might be the killer. But the truth is far more complex. The scientist is actually a hunter-warrior, a vigilante who hunts down criminals. The body Alita now inhabits belonged to the scientist's deceased daughter, whose body he donated to her. As Alita delves deeper into her new life, she discovers her incredible abilities. She joins Hugo in a popular city game, where she excels and wins, captivating everyone around her. Hugo takes her to his favorite spot, a rooftop with a breathtaking view of Sky City. He reveals his dream of reaching Sky City, believing it to be the key to a better life. Alita's journey takes a dramatic turn when she confronts the serial killer, proving her bravery and strength. Together with the scientist, they bring the killer to justice and collect a reward. Through these events, Alita begins to uncover the truth about her origins and the scientist's past. The scientist shares his story, how he became a hunter-warrior and the tragic loss of his family. Alita, now more determined than ever, sets out to uncover her own past and fulfill her destiny. One day, a scientist created a robot, a creation that would change his life forever. But this robot turned against him, abducting his daughter right from their home. Enraged, the scientist destroyed the very robot he had built. This tragic event marked the beginning of his transformation into a hunter-warrior, a vigilante dedicated to hunting down threats. Enter Vector, a powerful man who controls the infamous race game. Vector is the mastermind behind the game, and is accompanied by the scientist's ex-wife, who is also a doctor. It's revealed that she's working with Vector, lured by his promise to send her to Sky City, the utopia above. Meanwhile, the same robot that Alita had previously defeated returns to Vector, battered and seeking revenge. It warns Vector that Alita is no ordinary girl, she's incredibly strong. Vector, unimpressed, orders the robot to bring Alita to him, no matter the cost. Hugo, Alita's friend, takes her to witness the race game, where the winner earns a ticket to Sky City. Alita is intrigued and excited by the possibility. Hugo then shows her an ancient ship from 300 years ago, a relic of the enemies from the past. Alita is fascinated and dives into the water to explore it. Inside, she discovers a high-tech, weaponized body and brings it back to the scientist, demanding he replace her current body with it. The scientist refuses, warning that the new body is too powerful and dangerous. He fears Alita could become a threat to the world. But Alita, determined and aggressive, decides to take matters into her own hands. She declares herself a hunter-warrior and heads to a club where all the city's hunters gather. There, she boldly challenges them to join her in taking down Vector's robot, which has been terrorizing the city. One hunter mocks Alita, questioning how someone so small could possibly be a threat. Alita responds by beating him in a fight, leaving the entire room in shock. Just then, Vector's upgraded robot arrives, now larger and more dangerous thanks to the scientist's ex-wife. A brutal battle ensues, with Alita chasing the robot into an underground tunnel. Despite her efforts, the robot overpowers her, dismembering her body. In the nick of time, Hugo and the scientist arrive, driving the robot away and saving Alita. The scientist takes her damaged body home and, with no other option, attaches the high-tech body she found in the ship. The next morning, Alita awakens in her new form, a powerful, weaponized body capable of producing fire. She feels stronger than ever. Alita proudly shows her new body to Hugo, who is impressed and inspired. He reveals his dream of reaching Sky City, but explains that it requires scores earned by either killing or winning the race game. In a heartfelt moment, Alita tears out her robotic heart and offers it to Hugo, urging him to sell it to gain the scores he needs. Her heart, however, is no ordinary one, it holds immense power. Alita's robotic heart is revealed to be a powerhouse, capable of supplying electricity to the entire city for months due to its energetic rays. Despite its immense value, Hugo refuses to take it, insisting that Alita keep it safe. He believes in her strength and urges her to participate in the race game, confident that she can win and secure their passage to Sky City. Moved by her affection for Hugo, Alita agrees and prepares for the race. However, Vector, the mastermind behind the game, has other plans. He hires hunters and killers to eliminate Alita, offering 5 million scores, enough to reach Sky City, to anyone who succeeds. Among the hunters is the same man Alita had humiliated in the club, now seeking revenge. Meanwhile, Hugo is framed for a crime he didn't commit. A hunter kills an innocent man and blames Hugo, turning him into a wanted criminal. The city's police are now after him, and the public demands his execution. Alita, in the middle of the race, receives a desperate call from Hugo. She abandons the competition to save him, leaving behind her chance to win. Alita arrives just in time to confront the hunter, defeating him in a brutal fight. However, the city's police close in, declaring Hugo a criminal and demanding his death. Despite the pressure, Alita refuses to harm him. Tragically, the hunter strikes Hugo with a sword, leaving him on the brink of death. In a shocking twist, the scientist's ex-wife arrives and suggests a radical solution: cut off Hugo's head and attach it to a robotic body, reviving him as a cyborg. Alita, desperate to save Hugo, follows through with the plan. She takes Hugo's head to the scientist, who successfully performs the operation, giving Hugo a new robotic body. Reunited, Alita and Hugo celebrate his revival, but the scientist reveals a dark truth: Vector has been deceiving everyone. No one can truly reach Sky City by paying money or winning the race, only its inhabitants can live there. The scientist confesses that he and his wife were born in Sky City but were trapped in the lower world after seeking treatment for their daughter. Furious at Vector's lies and manipulation, Alita vows to end his reign of terror. She storms his factory, battling his machines and robots with her powerful new body. Despite being wounded by Vector's robot, Alita's lost memories suddenly return. She remembers her past as a warrior who fought in the World War 300 years ago. As Alita's memories fully return, she recalls the tragic events of the World War 300 years ago. Her friends and companions had all perished in the war, and she herself was left severely wounded, discarded like garbage. She realizes that the owner of Sky City was responsible for their deaths and her suffering. Filled with rage and sorrow, Alita remembers her ultimate mission: to slay the owner of Sky City and avenge her fallen comrades. Overwhelmed by emotion, Alita becomes both sentimental and aggressive. She confronts Vector's robot, dismembering it with her sword in a fierce battle. Turning her fury toward Vector, she attacks him with the same weapon, killing him on the spot. Just as Alita begins to process her victory, she receives a call from the scientist. He informs her that Hugo is attempting to climb the pipes to reach Sky City. Alita rushes to stop him, chasing him up the towering structure. She pleads with him, saying, "You don't need to go to Sky City. There's nothing up there. We can build a life together in this world." Hugo, moved by her words, agrees to turn back. But their moment of hope is shattered when the owner of Sky City intervenes. Watching from above, he attacks them with a powerful weapon, dismembering Hugo's entire body. Alita desperately tries to save him, gripping his hand as he dangles perilously. Tragically, she loses her grip, and Hugo plummets to his death from the great height. Devastated by Hugo's loss, Alita is consumed by grief and weeps uncontrollably. But her sorrow soon turns to unyielding determination. She vows to ascend to Sky City and end its owner, seeking vengeance for Hugo's death and the suffering he has caused. In a powerful final scene, Alita is shown as the winner of the race game. Standing tall, she points her sword toward Sky City and declares to its owner, "I am coming to kill you and avenge Hugo's death. Watch out, I will make you pay for your crimes and ensure you never live in peace again." The movie concludes on this cliffhanger, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats, eager for the next chapter in Alita's epic journey.